Hey guys, it's Sarah and today is Booklist Thursday. This is a video series I do with my friend Lindsay over at Lindsay's Little Library. And every Thursday we bring you a fun list or topic that we feel like talking about that revolves around books. And this week we thought we would do something fun and talk about different ways that you can pick your TBR for the month. And this is something where we are seeing a lot of people get very creative with how they're picking their TBRs. They're trying to do things in different ways. They're playing games. They're challenging themselves. And I just think it's a lot of fun. So I thought it would be fun to highlight some of our favorites this week. The first one I'm going to talk about is pretty easy, and that is to create a TBR jar for yourself. You can take any sort of household jar. I've seen people use coffee mugs, coffee cans, anything that has a little bit of room where you can either write down certain books that you want to read really soon. You could write down every book on your TBR. You could write down different prompt ideas that could help you pick a book off of your shelves. Something like that where you can put it into a jar, you can mix it up, you can pick a couple out a month, and that's your TBR. That is a very simple way to do it, but it's very effective as well. I see a lot of people use TBR jars, myself included. And it's, if you don't want to have an incredible amount of control, then that's fun to do. And you're picking books off your shelves. One of the biggest trends that I've seen going around lately is that people are creating games in order to help them to pick their TBR for the month. And I'm going to share with you 3 of my favorites that I just love watching every single month. The first one is from Cody's Book Corner, and that is the Wheel of TBR. She literally created this wheel, a colored wheel, and she spins it every month. It's almost like, Wheel of Fortune type thing. And each little triangle has a prompt on it. And whatever the wheel lands on, she will take that prompt and she will pick a book from her TBR shelf to fit that prompt. And then every time she uses that prompt, she switches it out for a different one so that if she spins the same color again, it's a different prompt that time. And I love watching her do it. She picks 12 every month, which is like mind-blowing to me that she can read that much. A lot of times she does. She reads all of them, and she follows up with all that with her reading vlogs as well. You see her read her Wheel of TBR. So that has been one that I have just absolutely loved watching her pick her TBR that way. And it also helped inspire me with my TBR jar where I'm doing prompts now instead of specific books. And it's so much fun to watch. There's another really creative one from Becca in the Books, and she does Bookopoly, where she literally will play some Monopoly, and each, little corner thing or each little square has a different prompt on it that she's going to pick, or like a different genre. It's usually genres, or sometimes very specific prompts that she wants to read. And then she also has chance cards. She has community chests that are specific books. And if she rolls a double, she has to roll again and pick another book. Like, she plays it just like Monopoly. And it's really, really cool to watch her do that and to pick her things. So that is incredibly creative. A more recent one is from Haley Marie, and she's doing book bingo. So she created this big bingo card, and she has this cute little bingo wheel where she's, spinning it, and the balls are running around, and then she pulls them out. And it's really interesting the way that she does it, because if she pulls a number that is not on her bingo board, that counts as a strike against her. And once she gets 5 strikes, that means she has to pick another book. She tries to go for 5, but if she has a strike, then she has to pick 6. And if she gets 2 strikes, she has to pick 7. So that's been fun to watch her freak out when she gets strikes. And it's a really cute idea. I really like that one. So that's definitely another way that you can pick your TBR in a fun way, is literally take one of your favorite games and make a game out of it. There are also lots of book bingo boards that you could find online that just have different prompts that you could try to fill out that bingo board if you can, or work your way towards the bingo every month if you want to. There's, I'm sure, a ton of stuff on Pinterest. I will actually work on maybe making a Pinterest board with some things that I can find online, and I'll post that for you guys down below if you guys want to check it out. And I will also have all of those ladies down below. I'll have their most recent TBR videos with all of those games listed down below if you guys want to check them out. The third one that I want to recommend is a random number generator. If you have multiple bookshelves in your house or just a ton of books on one shelf, you could absolutely pull up a random number generator, have it pick either a bookshelf or a shelf on your bookshelf if you only have one, and then do another one to pick which book. So it'd be, shelf 2, book number 34, and you count and do all that, and then that's the book that you're going to read. I think that sounds like a lot of fun. I definitely want to do a TBR 1 month doing it that way. I haven't gotten to a point where I have a lot of room for my TBR to do something like that quite yet, but at some point I would really like to do that. I think it is a lot of fun and very random, and it would probably challenge me to pick up books that I wouldn't normally pick up at that time. A fourth way that you can pick your TBR is by using reading challenges. There are tons of reading challenges out there that you could find all over Pinterest, and they just have different prompts or even specific books if you want to go that way. If you want to go with the Great American Read, that's 50 books right there, or 100 books actually. 100 books right there that you can start working your way through. Or you can find the Pop Sugar Reading Challenge that is released every single year, and they're different prompts for books, and then you pick a book that fits that prompt. But there's a lot of different challenges out there that you can find to help guide you in your TBR and to challenge you to read different books. And then a fifth different fun way that you can choose your TBR is have other people choose it for you. You could, if you have kids, have your kids pick a couple books for you off your shelves. If you have friends who love to read, have them recommend a couple of books to you. Send pictures of your bookshelves to people and say, hey, pick a book for me to read. And then that gives you books that are on your shelves, but that, it takes off that pressure of you having to pick what you're going to read. Because I don't know about you guys, but when I look at my shelves, a lot of times, while I'm so excited to read all these books, I get very overwhelmed at actually having to pick one to read. I usually just go, I don't know, and I freeze and I walk away. I don't know what I'm in the mood for. And so, using some of these things can help me to pick a TBR, and then I'm just like, okay, I can focus on these and I'm good. Okay, guys, so those are fun, different ways that you can pick your TBR every month. Please let me know down below how you guys pick what you read every month. I really want to know what you guys do. Do you just pick what you're in the mood for? Are you mood readers? Do you go into every month with a TBR, or do you just pick and choose throughout the month whatever you feel like reading? Do you go to the library and let the library dictate what you're going to read based on what is available at the time? Let me know down below how you guys pick your TBRs every month. And go over and check out Lindsay and see what she has to say about this. I'm really interested to see if she has some different ideas or different things that she's seen on how to pick your TBR. Hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.